Alexei Rozanov is the most frustrating character in Heated Rivalry, and honestly, it's not hard to understand why. Most villains in romance novels are obvious. They are written to be hated from the moment they appear. But Alexei is different. He isn't Shane's rival, he isn't a jealous ex, he's Ilya's own brother. And somehow, that makes everything he does hurt even more. Let's start with something you might have overlooked. Alexei and Ilya grew up in the same abusive household. They both had to survive an alcoholic father, the loss of a mother, and constant instability. In theory, that shared trauma should have brought them close together. Instead, it drove them apart. By the time we meet them, Alexei doesn't treat Ilya like family. He treats him like an ATM. Every conversation seems to revolve around money. He asks for it. He expects it. He guilt-trips Ilya into giving it to him for taking care of their dad in Ilya's absence. There's also no gratitude. There's almost no concern for how hard Ilya had to work to build the life he has. The breaking part is that Ilya keeps saying yes, not because he enjoys it, not because he owes Alexei anything, but because Ilya carries a huge amount of guilt. He escaped, Alexei did not. He became a professional hockey player. He signed huge contracts. He built a life most people only dream about. Meanwhile, the family he left behind is still struggling. Alexei knows exactly how guilty Ilya feels, and he uses the guilt against him. That alone would make him unpopular, but it gets worse. Alexei doesn't just ask for money. He tears Ilya down emotionally. Whenever they speak, there's an underlying cruelty that feels impossible to be ignored. Instead of encouraging his younger brother, he insults him. Instead of appreciating him, he belittles him. It's emotional manipulation disguised as family obligation. One of the saddest things about Ilya is that he almost expects this treatment. He rarely argues back. He rarely tells Alexei to stop. He simply accepts the abuse because it's been part of his life for so long that it feels normal. And that is what makes these scenes so painful to read or watch. I bet you're wondering, why does Alexei hate Ilya so much? Rachel Reid never gives us one simple answer. Instead, she leaves us clues. Maybe it's jealousy. Imagine watching your younger brother becoming an international hockey superstar while you're stuck living the life you always wanted to escape. That kind of resentment can grow into something ugly. Maybe Alexei feels abandoned. Even though Ilya had every right to live, Alexei may see it differently. From his perspective, Ilya escaped while he was left behind to deal with everything else. Or maybe Alexei simply became another victim of their father's abuse. Children raised in violent homes often repeat the behavior they experienced. Instead of breaking the cycle, Alexei continues it. He becomes emotionally abusive in many of the ways their father was. That doesn't excuse his action, but it does help explain where they came from. There's another layer that fans have debated for years. Some readers believe Alexei suspects that Ilya is gay long before anyone else does. The books never confirm this outright, but if it's true, it could explain some of the hostility between them. Whether it's jealousy, resentment, homophobia, or years of unresolved trauma, one thing is clear. Alexei knows exactly how to hurt Ilya, and he never hesitates to do it. What's especially heartbreaking is that Ilya never stops caring about him. Despite everything, he continues sending money. He continues helping his family. He continues trying to be the good son, brother, and uncle. Even when he cuts Alexei off, he leaves him his house in Moscow and sets up a trust fund for his niece. That's who Ilya is. He's incredibly loyal, even to the people who don't deserve that loyalty. In many ways, Alexei becomes the final obstacle standing between Ilya and happiness. Shane never asks Ilya to choose between love and family, but Ilya believes he has to carry both burdens by himself. Alexei represents that burden. He's a constant reminder of the life Ilya can't escape, even after becoming one of the best hockey players in the world. Alexei is not a cartoon villain. He's painfully realistic. Almost everyone knows someone like Alexei, someone who manipulates family loyalty, someone who mistakes kindness for weakness, someone who keeps taking and taking and taking because they know the other person won't stop giving. And perhaps that's why we hate him more than any traditional antagonist. Because Alexei isn't frightening because he's evil, he's frightening because people like him exist in real life. So, what do you think? Is Alexei the most unlikable character in Heated Rivalry, or do you think there's more to his story than we give him credit for? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoy deep dives into Heated Rivalry, the long game, and the entire Game Changers universe, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.